I'm using this platform to tell you, if you know me in real life, don't ever ask me that nonsense question again. Kilo day. This is super annoying coming from a guy, but it's also offensive coming from a girl, because the fact that we're both girls doesn't mean you can just walk up to me to ask me nonsense questions. Oh yeah, 2 steps back. Asking questions is a great way to get to know people or deepen your relationships, but not everyone wants to share personal information, and some questions are just downright rude. So before you put yourself into any more embarrassing situations, here are offensive questions you should never ask. Welcome to my channel. This is Talk Time with Antonietta. If this is your first time, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, because you, darling, are here to stay. Now, you may think you're just being friendly or genuinely curious when you ask certain questions, but unless you're a potential spouse or a really close friend or family member, it's just outrightly rude to ask certain questions. Now, a few people might not mind though, but many do, and those few people don't have it written on their head, so it's better to be safe. Offensive questions you should never ask. Number 1, how old are you? What do you want to do with this information? If the person looks young, she might feel like you're questioning her experience or trying to measure up how much respect you should give her. And if she doesn't look young, you've just called her old. Stay away from the age question. It hardly ever ends well. How much is your salary? Or how much do you earn? Apropos. Unless you are auditing me, or a loan officer, or a partner, I don't see how this concerns you. And the fact that some of you ask this question confidently, it beats me. I heard this one recently, that someone will buy you a gift and then you would ask, how much did it cost? Why now? Kid-related questions, especially to newly married couples. So, when are you having a baby? Why do you need to know? Are you planning to babysit? Are you pregnant? If she is, she will let you know. Now, you need to know that not all couples can have babies. So these questions can be both awkward and hurtful. If a personal question is not related to you in any way, does not affect you, and is not necessary for you to know, shh. Why can't you control your kids? Why do you have so many kids? Same WhatsApp group. Why are you still single? You know what this question sounds like? You look like you should be in a relationship. You look good enough to be in a relationship. So if you're not in a relationship, it means you have a problem. What's the problem? When are you getting married? I don't even know why this is a thing. When I am, I'll let you know. If I like you enough. Generally, asking people about their relationship status is pretty rude, and for the sake of Yahweh, the God of the heavens, stop asking people about their exes. Especially me. I'm using this platform to tell you, if you know me in real life, don't ever ask me that nonsense question again. Kilo day. Are you a virgin? You are not demented in Jesus' name. This is super annoying coming from a guy, but it's also offensive coming from a girl, because the fact that we're both girls doesn't mean you can just walk up to me to ask me nonsense questions. Oh yeah, 2 steps back. Why do you wear so much makeup? Most times before they ask this one, they're going to say, without due respect, or I mean no disrespect, or I mean no offense. But you know you're about to disrespect and offend me, so why do it anyway? How much do you weigh? Are you running a weight loss or gain program? Unless you have a job description that requires you to ask, keep quiet. And if the person has obvious weight issues, then you're just being rude. Although we all slip up every now and then, some people seem to be really good at sticking their noses in other people's businesses. You may choose to answer, but you don't have to. Now, how to respond to offensive questions. Rudeness for rudeness shouldn't be a thing, so ignore or change the subject. If the person has always been rude or that particular situation has always reoccurred, then be prepared. Arm yourself with ready responses that lets the person asking know what you think of his or her nosiness. Set boundaries. Set boundaries to the kinds of questions people get to ask you, so they learn not to keep at it. Personally, I outrightly state my distaste for the questions asked, with responses like, I'm not going to answer that. Did you really ask me that? I have a policy not to discuss that topic with anyone it does not concern. Or simply, why would you ask such a rude question? You may not see anything wrong with asking people whatever pops up in your head. However, this tells people that you either haven't learned proper etiquette or you simply don't care. You can do better. Thank you for watching. Drop me a comment telling me the questions you think I missed and the ones you don't totally agree with. If you've not subscribed, subscribe to this channel, like and share.